Hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing a Miniverse Make It Mini Potions Harry Potter edition. And today we have Dragon's Blood. So I'm very excited. I love dragons. Sorry that if no dragons were harmed in the making of this video. So let's see what it comes with. We have our funnel here to put them into our containers. We have a little pinky red luster dust. We have some yellowy gold luster dust. We have a smaller little potion container with a pop top here, just so cute. And we have another one, which I guess the same size container, just different lids. So we have a top container, or same litter. So sorry, the same lid. Let me start over. The same container with a different pointy lid. There you go. Sometimes words just get away from me. We have a little the cauldron over here, which has our resin in it. So we will open that up in just a little bit. It comes with a little stand here with a little thing to put so we can set a fire under there to burn, cook our cauldron and cook our potion. Comes with labels for our potions as well after. And then we have a little stir stick, which I'm glad this one came with a different stir stick than the other one because this will be a little bit easier. It's what I used in the other one. Actually, I have it right here. Is it actually longer or shorter? Oh, perfect. So, okay. So what it wants us to do is open our cauldron and then pour the yellow luster dust into it, stir it up, and pour it in there alone. And then we pour the red one in there to make a different color. Pour it in the second one, cure them, label them. Okay. It's pretty straightforward here. So let's open up our cauldron. So these are pop tops here, and they're supposed to peel, but they're not the easiest peel. Let's try. Sometimes they peel easy, sometimes they don't. Oh my gosh, yay. Okay, I'm just gonna use pure strength, which sometimes is very difficult, especially with these tiny things, the grip strength. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, where is my scissors? Right here. I'm gonna cut the rest of this off to make my life easier. Set that back down and wipe my scissors off. I'm not sure what it comes with, if it's clear resin or what it is, but it wants us to put the golden resin in first. And what I like to do is cut right here at the part of the cork. No, where'd that go? No, over here. Jeez, I'm crap. It's like the sticker flew right off. Put that back on here. Come on, your display. Okay, so and I was going to say I like to squeeze the stickers down there and squeeze them onto the cork so that they are cute. Take that off. Be very careful. Get the cat hair off. Careful pouring it in. Just lightly tap. I've seen people getting it all over the edge, and this stuff, this powder, is potent. It is a potion, but trust me, this pigment powder is very potent. So what we're gonna do is pop that back on there so that does not go anywhere. Take my spoon that I have from the other one, since I just cleaned it off. It was already dirty. We have our orange powder in there, which I love orange. So lightly stir it is really good. Do at least 100 stirs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I ain't gonna count. The whole thing, just stir it back and forth. Get that luster dust powder mixed in really well. And for some reason, I have a hard time believing that there's enough powder, not powder, but there's enough resin in here to go for both of them, but we'll see. Okay, so we have a nice golden dragon's blood. We'll set that to the side. And it says to put the gold one in small top. And this is a little funny trick. I saw someone do this. Put their, I don't want to keep calling it a test tube, but their potion bottle there and hold it in the middle of that so it doesn't fall over. Because look at that, it would have just fell right over. Okay, so without making a huge mess, we're going to pour as much as we can into this bottle. Okay, whoa, it fills up quick. Okay, so turns out the bottles are smaller than they seem. I'm going to set the funnel to the side. I'm going to take my side napkin over here, wipe this off. We're going to have to pour that back in there, and this is what I mean. My gosh, I knew it was going to get messy. Wipe it off. That's the problem with resin. It gets everywhere. Let me set that down a minute. We're going to have to pour some of this resin out of our container, or we won't be able to put our lid on. Okay, so I poured a little bit out of that container, wipe it up real good. I'm going to let it settle back in. And there's going to be some resin around the rim here. We're going to put the container bottle cap on. It's going to push it in there. It's like a perfect fit. So it's not going to come off after because it's going to be resined on, but that looks great for the first one. I'm going to cure that while we do the second one, and that in the light. Okay, so now I know these containers are a little smaller than I thought, so go a little less hard. So cut this container sticker. So what I like to do, like I said before, cut there right at the seam, and then push the sticker back on the product for aesthetics. And be very careful with these powders, like I said, because they are potent. You can use these for a lot of things, not just this. Okay, I'm gonna take my spoon, stir spoon that I put on the side over here. 1 second, there's some product left in this funnel. Okay, so stir the red very gently. Like I said, it just jumped out. Stir the red into the remaining goldy orange. And this, I guess the red and the yellow will make the orange, kind of. Mix it up the best you can because it is very... Ooh, that's gonna look good. That's real dragon's blood, I guess. Okay, so we're going to take our funnel back, put it in our existing container. Hold on, wipe it off. I'm going to wipe the edges off because it's going to get stuck going in there as I just touched the whole edge. And let's pour. Oh my god, oh my gosh, get in there. Jeez, I'm chrome. That was a close one. And go very slow because I've learned with the other one that it fills up quicker than you think. Look at that. Okay. So you have so much extra product to use. 1 second, I'm wiping the edge of it just so it doesn't get everywhere. What I'm going to do is actually pour the product into a separate container, and I'm going to probably mix it up with some of my silicone molds after just to not waste it. But we have our dragon's blood here, and like I did before, we're going to push the lid on. We're going to give that a full cure, and I will be back, and we will do the labels. All right, so I gave both of those a full cure, closed up the cauldron. We'll put that back on the burner. So all we have left to do now is put the labels on. And it says that it should be a sticker. Come on. Okay, sorry, I was like, that was a pain. It's a little decal. Okay, so this one goes on the red one, the more dragon's blood. We'll place it center right wherever you think it will look center, which I think that looks pretty good. We'll set that there. And then the other one with the filigree, peel it up. We'll take that one and put it on the center. Let's see. I think that looks, pretty center. No one's ever going to know, no. All right. And you can write on these, which I don't know. I don't really want to write on them. I don't want to ruin them. But that is the dragon's blood. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I had so much fun. Look forward for a few more, and I will see you in the next one.